thing that that was brought up yesterday is that if you win your first match in the winner's bracket, you win $1 million.
That's TI1 right there.
Yes.
That's
right.
the grand final right there.
Sixth place this year is 1.15 million yesterday, and you jump up from the about 200,000 I said. So that one best of three is worth $1 million.
Difference.
That's
So
absolutely
you probably
insane.
want to choose your opponent that you can beat.
Right,
with
and
an
yeah,
easy
that's
million.
why it matters so much. Again, I mean, sure, if you've already achieved somewhat of your goal, there's less pressure, but at the same time, when you're that close, like when it's only one match, it's not that you have to win the finals. That's a pretty big deal, and you're like, you get excited, right? You're like, all right, I want my best shot. Going back to it, though, again, Group B, nothing is set yet. MVP Hot Six still technically has that chance. If anything, they still have a chance to be able to select their opponents in the lower bracket. Just because they're at the very bottom of Group B does not mean they're down and out, and they simply just have to boost their confidence. And again, we talk about everyone having the story a little bit. Hot Six, of course, a bit of a nice story among themselves. We're going to take a look at Heen and his team's history coming into TI5.
I grew up in many places because my dad, he's a diplomat, so I had to follow him around on his tours. Every time we move, it's goodbye to my friends, and as I got older, it was harder to make friends. I started playing games at the age of 8 or 9. Our country had one of the first esports scene in the world, and even as a kid, there were professional gamers who were making big bucks and getting a lot of airtime, and the more and more I tried, the more and more it seemed like I could be one of those people. And by the time I was 22, I was playing competitively. At the age of 24 is when I was called to the army service. It was hard for me as a gamer because I thought I was playing the best just before I had to go into the military.
When you go to military service, you're usually like, hey, I'm done from competitive gaming, I'm done.
It was kind of like recovering from an injury, and I tried my best to get in shape again. Towards the end of my service, March recruited me, even though I had been not in the scene for 2 years.
When I see the players, I value their talents, but also I value their approach to the games and their passions. And then he had all three, so I was sure that he'll be back up there.
We played together for a year, and that's when I moved to MVP Hot Six. My role in the team as a captain, it's to make sure that everyone on my team is given a chance to play their A game. So I want to give them confidence. I hope TI5 will be the tournament that proves to me that my team can be one of the best. But it would basically be a statement for myself that I can achieve anything, as long as I don't